In Uganda, 19% of the population has a disability. This means that they live with a lot of challenges. They are stigmatized, isolated, and in the worst case, their lives are threatened. Peter, Moses, and Shakira are 3 young people who have a disability. They have found a way to a better life through their volunteer work. They live in the cities of Jinja, Lira, and Mpigi.
My name's Peter Ogik. I have albinism. I found out that I'm different from my community when I started going to school. When I reached school, most of children were calling me Muzungu, others were calling me Akas, and truly looking myself, I had a pale color, and this was a big question as well to me, which I had to pose to my parents. Why am I white and you are black? I'm putting on, or I'm covering up myself as I can by putting on long-sleeved clothing, hats, in order to prevent myself to be burnt by the sunshine. As you understand, many people with albinism, they miss the pigmentation, which would protect their skin from the sunshine. So the only way to be protected is to cover ourselves as we can.
My woman is a lovely woman. I like her and I love her so much. I am Moses Kwamakech. My wife is already having 2 kids with me. I've decided to support my wife by taking her back to school because of many reasons. But the biggest reason is for her to support me because I know time will come when I'm weak. People around me and even my family members in the village looking at me when I've started this project of supporting my wife, taking her back to school. I had to close my ear and be focused because I know she's my dearest. So people were criticizing me now, this woman, maybe after finishing her study. So people could criticize me taking her back to school, but I closed and I continued because I'm focused and I know what I'm doing for my family. My disability was caused as a result of a motor accident, which caused the amputation of both legs. That is to say, below the knee and above the knee.
My name is Nabateregga Shakira Sitakange. I have epilepsy. I got my first attack when I was 8 years old. I was still at school. Sometimes when it comes, I always fall down. I chew my legs, I fight. Sometimes I walk like a mad person. I just go off my mind. Here in Uganda, there is a myth that when you touch on the person who have collapsed, that when you mix your sweat with that of the person, that you will also acquire the what? The disease. But it's just a myth. Many people, they lack information about epilepsy.
The first wife I had was having a child, a baby girl. But right now, I'm not with her because of what she did to me. Bye. Immediately after getting the accident and I was amputated, she could not persevere. She just left me and she went tried my best to communicate, like begging her if she could maybe come back and take good care of me. And there was no access even to my child. From that time up to now, I cannot access the child, and I don't know where the child is. I feel it is good for me to associate with people, not only persons with disabilities, but even the entire community, because I expect a lot from them, and they also as well expect a lot from me. So I have that self-esteem that I have to associate with them, and that's when I can have better life in the community.
I'm the chairperson of Nodipo Youth Committee, which is under Nodipo. Nodipo is the national union which brings out together the organizations of people with disabilities in the country for the cause of empowering them and fighting for their rights as well. We communicated and they said we agreed last time, because I don't see it captured here, but we agreed that we find another person. I started working with people with disabilities in 2002, still in my second year at a university, realizing that truly many people with disabilities are going through many challenges. This inspired me a lot to become a human rights activist for people with disabilities. Thank you for God and the country. God bless you. And I declare this meeting closed.
I remember the first workshop I participated in, it was a microfinance. There was a project called Microfinance Training Workshop. It was by Nudipo also. So I started now generating the idea from there. So before I started the business, before I got the money, a friend gave me some work. Said, now you're a friend and you are staying without doing something. He gave me some work. Said, now I want you to begin doing this work. I started even doing his work, phone charging, the same business I'm doing. So he gave me the work. I did it. After that, I realized some money. Then I told him, my friend, now I think it is better for me to start something small. For me, I never went to school to study about business, and I don't even have any certificate about business. But now I'm into the business and I'm becoming a very serious businessman. Business is for everybody, and anybody can do it. Whether you are disabled or not, you can do it. It's all about putting your mind.
I go to communities to create awareness, to speak about disability issues, the rights, and also helping the policymakers to make policies that are friendly to people with disabilities. Most people with albinism, they're suffering from skin cancer. According to available research shows that 98% of them die before reaching or celebrating their 40th birthday.
Last year, I had 20 family visits. It's important for me to have family visits because a good leader has to be social.
Working
is fair. Just sit nearby me. Wait.
Morning to you. Thanks for visiting us.
Thank you for appreciating.
Yeah.
Do you know my name?
How you doing?
What is my name?
Ruth.
Don't double cross me, please. Mama, do you know my name?
Yeah.
Oh, what is my name?
Shakira.
Shakira.
Councillor Shakira.
Councillor Shakira.
Yeah.
A councillor for what?
For disability.
For disabled persons?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But my original name is Sitakange Pakalast. Councillor Sitakange. When I visit those youth with disability, they feel so happy. They feel so glad to see me. They say that, yeah, you are most welcome. Brought some good news to you.
Tell me.
Okay, have you ever had any issue about Nudipo?
What I know about Nudipo is an organization that deals with issues of people with disabilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you to be accurate.
Yeah.
Okay. In that workshop. So there are some things we shall learn about businesses, how you can run your business very well and you get much profits, and how we shall learn about sex and reproduction, about some conflicts in leadership. I always go and meet them and they say thanks for me. They always provide me with some gifts, example for chicks, money. They always tell me, thanks a lot. Thanks.
I feel very happy. I really feel very happy when I'm playing, because it is like a sign of challenge to other people who are moving around, because they can look at it. If you bring someone who is not disabled, and you tell him to sit on that wheelchair and to do what you are doing, it will not be easy for him. He will not do it. So I feel I'm really somebody when I'm playing my basketball. In Lira, for me, I'm happy that I coordinate Paralympic Uganda, the Uganda National Paralympic Committee. They even know me. They contact me directly in case they need any information about those other games. I like that game so much. So I'm appealing to persons with disabilities to also participate in sports, because physical adjustment is there and social integration.
I adopted a child with albinism due to the suffering which they were in. First of all, I found one mother suffering with a child with albinism in one of slums in Jinja district. After being chased away, he was forced to leave the family as a result of giving a birth to a child with albinism. So this mother was struggling with a baby, and she didn't have enough money. And the most strange part of it, they tried 3 times to kidnap that child with albinism. It's because there were very many traditional healers within that community. So I said, oh, let me maybe help this lady and take this child, so that maybe I would be able to share the small things that I may be having, so that will help this child have a good future. My passionate to do this originates from my childhood. As a child, I suffered a lot. Many people didn't want me. I was bullied at school, mistreated. So really, it's always whenever I saw anyone living with a condition also mistreated, I feel like it's that mistreating me. I see her as my sister, not like my daughter. And I love her so much to be connected to her mother as well. And always her mother also visits us and visit my family as well. So they are now part of our family, our bigger family.
My father was a superior politician there in Entebbe. Both my grandfather was also a politician. I have to get the same respect.
The issue of these wheelchairs. How is Mbwa responsible for those chairs? Which ones is he responsible for?
Kati, the other councillor, Councillor Kagwa, because he's the one who connected me to those people. Whenever I want to get any information or upon on those wheelchairs, I always call or I always meet him. In PG, I'm a councillor for PWDs in Kamengo sub-county. I always go and meet my fellow PWDs there at the ground, including elder, youths, and young ones. I always counsel them about their disability, how they can be with their disability in a good way.
Okay.
Now he has started to cooperate with me because he wants some messages, he wants some information from me because he doesn't know some people who are PWDs. But now, when he gets any chance, connects me.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much, Shakira.
Thank you for appreciating.
I love you very much. You're doing good work.
Or when I'm at home, maybe other than after this work, I like so much watching the news. I see in the future continuing with this advocacy work, and not only at the national or regional level, but at a global level. Because what I know, not only people in Uganda who are suffering because of that disability, but all over you find a different level of discrimination and torture. So I see myself continuing with my advocacy work in future still.
I always have a wonderful evening because when I'm spending time with my family, I like the way we do it because always we bring in singing songs, learning using the learning charts which I've already put them on the wall, like naming animals and even learning the alphabetical letters. For me, I think in future, the way I see and the way I've laid out my strategy, I don't want to remain at the same level. I'm looking at expanding the services of phone repair to a level whereby I can identify some people. Priority is person with disability, to begin training them on how to repair phones. Because I look at that being something that somebody with disability can easily do it like the way I'm doing it, because it doesn't involve a lot of movement. That is my biggest plan.
I grown up while being with my mom. She used to love me so much. She was so careful. She was so caring to me. She used to give me some school dues, and she used to take care of me so much. When she died in 2000, my dad decided to leave me alone. He chased me away from the home. He told me, you go, even you have the probes. Because of the other epilepsy, I told you, He told me, you are just even a curse. Go away. In future, I see that I will be a patriotic politician or a patriotic leader. In future, I'll see.
Dip da dip da da dip da da.